Hey, welcome. This mare just came in a couple hours ago for some training, and she's been ridden before. I think they said she's 6 years old. She's been ridden before, but she'd been turned out for over a year, and you can tell she's been eating pretty good in that time that she was turned out, and she was pretty just nervous when I walked in here. Okay, just nervous and kind of wanting to ignore me and walk away from me. And so this is my first introduction to her, and I want it to be positive for her. I want her to figure out that I'm not a big meanie. Okay? I don't know if she's had any traumatic experiences in her life, or she just, not that I'm aware of, but she just, kind of used to run around doing her own thing. She was a lot more high-headed a little while ago. She's starting to calm down a bit. And so a horse like this, and I believe the lady told me that she did try to ride her and she came off of her. She didn't elaborate. So whether the horse bucked or spooked, I don't really know. Okay, she's actually doing better than she did before I turned the camera on. Before I turned the camera on, she was kind of trying to run away from me. And now, she's actually going to let me say hi. Good. Good. So, a horse like this hadn't been ridden in a year or more, could you just cinch her up and get her to buck? Absolutely. Wouldn't take anything at all to get her to explode and get all bothered. My job is to do the opposite of that. My job is to let her know she's okay, that I'm not going to hurt her, that we're not going to hurt her. Okay? She turned away from me right there on her own choice, so I'm just going to pressure her a little bit and ask her to turn around and come back to me. Okay? She looked at me and she didn't walk over here. I'm going to pressure her hip just a little bit. Just a little bit. And she might be, some horses kind of get in a habit of turning their butt to you and kind of ignoring you, but I'm not going to let her do that. And I could do this in a round pen, same as I'm doing it here in her little pen. This is about 20 by 14 pen, I guess. It really wouldn't make that much difference. So I want her to give me two eyes. She's not doing it. She's kind of trying to avoid me here. Okay, and I want her to choose to do it. Okay, I want her to choose to look at me with two eyes and realize that's really nice, pretty good. And she went back to put me in just one eye. She doesn't seem to be particularly one-sided like a lot of horses are. Okay, a lot of horses want to keep you on one side or the other. She doesn't seem to want to do that. Okay. Okay. I'm just asking her, putting a little pressure on her. And I don't know the mare, because she might want to spin around and kick me. I don't know. Doesn't seem like she wants to. Good girl. Her name's Soxy. I think that's what they told me. There, that's better. That's better. Come here. Okay. There. I want her to look at me. And kind of maybe think maybe I'm not so bad after all. There. Good. Good. This is just my first introduction to her. Okay. The other horse that came in with her walked by her, so she was much more interested in that than she was in me. I'm just putting some gentle pressure on her here, asking her to choose to look at me and give me two eyes. Good girl. And I give her a pretty big release when she does. And then I'll come back in here. Okay, she chose to walk away. So, I can work on this. I might work on it in 10 minutes, or I might work on it an hour. We'll just see what I get here. I'm told the battery's about to die, so we're making progress here. But here's the thing with this horses. My first goal is to get a little bit of a relationship with her. There she's licking her lips. Try to get her to understand I'm not here to hurt her, so that I can start working with her, start training her. If I just walk in and start being, you know, doing cowboy stuff, it could scare her, and she could, you know, could build some mistrust. And I don't want to do that. Let me try it from this side. So she's purposely saying, I don't want you over there. See that? Okay, I'm just kind of messing with her here. Okay. And this, if this was a wild horse, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be a lot more careful if it was a wild horse. I would, you know, but it would be the same thing with probably take a lot less pressure with a wild horse to get that horse to move. Okay, there you go. Good. So I got her to take a step or two toward me. So that's pretty good for the first day. And I'll put her in the round pen tomorrow and start working on this in some other ways. You know, start lunging her and figuring her out. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with that first day.